Welcome back to CityLine. Joining us now, the Tacoma Little Theatre and Managing Artistic Director, Chris Serface. Welcome back, Chris.
Thank you. Thanks for having us today.
And two actors. I'm excited to be in the room with two wonderful actors of Shattering, Robin McGee. Welcome, Robin.
Thank you.
And Joshua Hector. Welcome, Joshua.
Thank you.
So let's start out with, when you hear the name Shattering, I mean, you're like, wow, wonder what that is.
What play is this?
Tell us a little bit about how Shattering came to be part of TLT's season.
When the American Association of Community Theater holds a new play festival every 2 years, and we decided we would want to be a part of that. And so what they do is they pick 6 theaters from across the country to present a new play that's never been done before, a world premiere. There's 300 script submissions that come through, and then we're sent to the 13 finalists, and we read them, and we get to rank them on the order that we'd like to do them. And Shattering was our first choice. It's a story that I read, and at the end of it, I was sitting on the couch just with goosebumps about how powerful the story was, and I was so happy that we were able to pick that as our show. So it is the world premiere here in Tacoma of Shattering.
Nice. All right. So share a little bit about the AACT NewPlayFest.
So with the New Play Fest, we have the opportunity to work directly with the author. So Pat Montley, who wrote Shattering, spent a week-long workshop with us in the middle of December before Christmas, where we were able to sit and discuss the script, ask her questions we might otherwise wouldn't be able to. There was also a dramaturge, who's somebody who helps kind of with the fabrication and formulation of the script and make sure everything kind of flows smoothly between us and the playwright. That was also sent to us from AACT. The play will be published, so this will be a published play through Dramatic Publishing out of New York, in an anthology of the 6 shows. Some of them are pulled out and put into individual scripts for licensing, which we're hoping this one happens. And then with that, we also had the executives from American Association of Community Theater out here, along with Pat, Dramatic Publishing, and the Jack Eyre and Frank Lee Eyre Foundation, which helped sponsor the New Play Fest, was out here for the opening weekend. So we had a lot of dignitaries in town for that.
All right. So I'm going to turn to Joshua here now, and Joshua, describe what the rehearsals were like for Shattering.
I think they were pretty smooth, really fun. For me, it was something to get used to because it's my first stage production or even doing any type of stage acting. So just getting used to all the rules of stage acting, remember to turn, you have an audience to look at. But Chris is a good director, and everybody I worked with made it a very, very easy transition for me. But for the most part, it was not a difficult task at all. It was more fun than anything.
Cool.
It's like I was going to go play.
I guess one of the things we were missing is Shattering is about a young man, Jonah, who is part of a gang, and Dee Dee, Robin's character, witnesses her son killed in an act of gang violence. Jonah goes back to try and help her son, and when he's remanded from juvenile custody, she doesn't finger him in the lineup. She takes him in as a foster, and it's all about them learning choices. And then we meet Sonny, her son, through a series of flashbacks and also as kind of Jonah's conscience through the show.
Wow. Very interesting. All right. So Robin, tell us what it was like working on a new work.
Well, I was very excited. Just the idea of creating Dee Dee, meeting the playwright who's right there. We were able to, manipulate the script a little bit, give our ideas on how certain things should be said. So the whole process was very exciting for me. I've never done a brand new play before, been a part of a cast that has never been casted before, so the whole thing was exciting.
Very good. Now, the part where you were able to create Dee Dee, dive into that a little bit more and tell us how that evolved.
Yeah, so here's Dee Dee, a mother. And as I stated before with others, is that I'm not a mother myself. I don't have children, and I'm okay with that. But I have a mother, and I had a grandmother and very strong aunties in my life, and I pulled from them, and I pulled their spirit to create Dee Dee, and how would they react to one of their sons, that 15-year-old, saying something to them? So how would they respond to it? I also look back on actresses that I grew up watching, my favorite being Cicely Tyson, and Felicia Rashad, who's a phenomenal dramatic actress, and Oprah Winfrey, Color Purple, Viola Davis, and I tried to pull the essence of them a little bit and say, how would they say this line? And then a little splash of Robin. And that's how I came up with DD.
Very nice. Very nice. Now, one of the thoughts here when you talk about working with the author, I mean, that had to be really special.
It was. The fact that we could ask questions to the author directly. Many times you'll get a script and the author's been dead for 150 years.
Right.
This is a chance where we can say, Pat, what was the reason behind this? How did this come to be? What made this story happen? And we would get those answers from her. And there were some times in the script where we'd find something and we'd say, we don't understand this fully. And she's like, oh, that didn't work anyway. Let's change that and make it work for you. And so we were able to be a part of the creative process of the script, which was wonderful.
Sure. Now, either of you have any thoughts on being able to sit right there? I mean, maybe it's...
I'd never met a playwright before.
Right.
So that was interesting for me. It's like, wow, here she is, the person that wrote this. And again, just excited to meet her. I had her sign our poster and all that good stuff. The whole process was exciting for me. Brand new.
For me, it was very interesting meeting her because she wasn't anything like I expected. I didn't know what she looked like, and then you see her, and it's like, oh, I didn't realize that she was a white woman writing an all-black cast play, which was interesting. So, yeah, that was something else. That was the most eye-popping thing for me. But it was she's very open, like Chris said, and we were able to give good feedback, and yeah, it was an easy process. She was very, very easy to work with.
And she accepted our feedback. She
Yes.
really wanted to know our opinions because of the race. So, hey, is this line being said correctly?
Yes.
So she was very open to that.
very
So
open.
that was good.
Sure. So you think about our viewers out here in the city of Tacoma and beyond in Pierce County, and why should they come to this performance?
Well, first of all, it's an all-black cast. It's just 4 of us. We've put in so much time and hard work learning the lines, just to support us for that. You just don't see that a lot in theater. And in the state of Washington State, an all-black cast, if it's not Raisin in the Sun or something like that. So it's brand new. It's never been done before, and Tacoma gets to have this brand new show and brand new cast. It's a great story. It's a twist. It's exciting, and it will have you on the edge of your seat. That's why you should come.
Very good.
Yeah, for me, it's the message that she wrote in this play. The story needs to be told. It's a very strong message, and yeah, man, you should come see it. This is something that's gonna knock your socks off. You will be impressed. There's some really good actors. Chris is an amazing director. Yeah, it's a very fun show. You enjoy yourself.
Yep.
Well, now that we know the why, let's take a little step
Oh.
into the performance and have the two of you jump into character and
So set up for this scene this is a flashback of Dee Dee and Sonny interacting when he's 14 years old, 10 years before he's killed, and why he leaves home.
Okay. I want a father. Why don't I have one?
Oh, you know why.
I know why he didn't want anything to do with you.
You know nothing about that.
I do. I know he hated you so much you wouldn't stay.
Would you rather I had an abortion?
Yes.
Oh, you don't mean that.
Yes, I do.
You think it's been easy for me to raise you alone, you peevish little ingrate, to work and worry and always, every day, wonder if I had done the right thing? If I had been too selfish, too proud, too unreasonably sure I could do right by you?
You haven't. You haven't done right by me.
Oh, Sonny, listen to me. You have had the benefit of one devoted parent who has made it her life's work to ensure you would get whatever you need to enrich your life. Huh. That is more than most of the world's children get. I think you have a hell of a nerve to complain.
I don't give a damn what you think. I hate you. Leave me alone.
I don't care how much you hate me. I am still your mother. And I forbid you to go worship under the stars with Daryl or whoever.
You're what?
I'll take this telescope away from you.
I don't care. You can keep that damn telescope.
Very good. Very good. Man, oh man, if that doesn't get you,
There's
all right, nice job.
There's more.
So, Chris, we're running low on time, so I understand that you have more coming up after Shattering, and that includes some murder mysteries, too.
We've got a lot coming up. Shattering plays through February 9th, so make sure you see it. After that, it's a Chorus Line, our big musical of the year, March 6th through March 29th. Our murder mysteries are mid-February. They're at the Social Bar and Grill. It's a lot of fun. It's $55 per person and a 4-course dinner. This time it's horsing around with murder, and you are a part of helping solve that crime. We also have our education programs coming up. We have after school and homeschool in February that starts up for a program, along with some adult acting classes. And then spring break camp this year is Willy Wonka Jr. So make sure that if you are looking for something for your students to do when they are off from school, we have the opportunities for them here at Tacoma Little Theatre.
Great. Well, I appreciate all three of you joining us here
Oh,
today on
thank you.
CityLine.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Break a leg.
Thank you so much.
All right. Now let's head over to the Vietnamese cooks over there, Samuel and Mai Ling. How's it going over there?
Very good.
Very
Wow,
good
look at
so
that
far.
People are getting hungrier and hungrier. All right. We'll be back on CityLine in just a little bit to talk to Julianne Fisher of Shared Housing Services. Please stay with us.